I don't think you got it. Who look like me. I enjoy watching women who look like me make it. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shar, and we are well, y'all don't really care about that. I don't need to go through that. I need to figure out an intro, like real talk, because I ain't got one at all. But today we're gonna get into some makeup and we're gonna talk about some things I am super excited about. Numero uno. I don't know if y'all know, but consistency. It's giving consistency. It's giving consistency. Don't at me. Dang, where was I? I was bragging about myself. Okay. He don't care about what I'm trying to do ever. Like ever. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, consistency. Don't at me. Cause I'm on it. You can't even play. You know me. You know me well. I've been doing this for a couple of years and okay, I haven't been doing this for a couple. He checked me real quick. I haven't been doing this for as long as I would like to. Okay, I haven't been consistent as long as I would like to, but for some odd reason I got a fire under my tail to just do this, and I'm excited. But today I want to get into just. Can I talk about it? I want to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. Let's get into this phase because I don't have time. I don't have time to sit here and play with y'all like y'all don't already know. First of all, I'm going in with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. So I'm just doing makeup to facilitate this conversation because, girl, this is a chit chat between me and you. We're about to talk. We're about to talk, honey. Because let me tell you something. On this journey of mental health and feeling better about myself, a couple of years ago, a friend of mine, Lily Bear, you know who you are. You're a Lily Bear in my phone. She probably has no idea that I have her like that in my phone. But Miss Lily Bear, and I'm gonna let you know that I'm talking about you before you see this video because I think you're gonna be confused. You're gonna be like, who the hell is that? Miss Thing introduced me to the Stallion herself, Megan Thee Stallion. Now, mind you, I don't listen to a whole lot of rap. I usually try to stay close to glory, you know. I listen to the wholesome. I'm kidding. I listen to mostly like musicals, Disney songs, R&B, old school like 90s, early 2000s, maybe some 60s, 70s, 80s music. I'm very eclectic. I even listen like to J-pop and stuff like that. And so when she introduced me to Megan, let me tell you something. I was like, nah, girl. Today I'm feeling blue. Yeah, I'm feeling blue because even my shirt has blue in it. I'm feeling blue. I just gotta find a color to go in my crease and we'll get started on the eyes. It's kind of a greenish color, really. This blue here. Hopefully on my skin tone it'll come off a little different, but yeah. So anyway, when she introduced me to Miss Megan Thee Stallion, I was like, girl, you already know me. I don't be listening to rap like that. You know what I'm saying? And granted, not to say that I don't listen to any rap. Let's just say she tried to introduce me to Drake and I wasn't feeling it. So I was immediately like, girl. And so she goes, well, she's this girl from Houston. And immediately, like the Houston fan I am, I was like, Hurston. I might have to check this girl out. And check her out, I did. I mean, I got into that first album, or the first mixtape, actually. First EP, whichever one you want to call it. Music industry has a lot of names for different stuff. I called it an album. Other people were like, it's not officially an album, it's a mixtape, it's an EP. Got it. Don't care. The whole point was, I was obsessed right from the beginning. I immediately was just like, oh, I like this. I like this music. I like this chick. She's fun. She's a vibe. So I was like, please, Lord, let her get bigger and bigger because I love seeing when Black women win. That might sound biased to some people. I know some people get in their feelings about hearing people say that, But let me tell you something, boo-boo. We don't often get the opportunity to shine without somebody coming in and being like, hey, what about us? This is not a whataboutism moment. I said what I said. And anybody who's mad at it, sweetheart, you can make your swift exit. Because I'm not, in fact, saying that anybody's superior or anybody's less than. What I am saying, however, is that I enjoy watching women who look like me, I don't think you got it, who look like me. I enjoy watching women who look like me make it. Okay? So if you're already on your soapbox to all women, I'm not talking about all women. I'm talking about women who look like me. And you who are upset about it don't look like me, obviously. I'm talking about my chocolate sisters, my brown sisters, my light-skinned sisters. I'm talking about those women. And I'm talking about all over the diaspora. All of y'all. I want to see the girls win. So when Megan popped up on the scene, being from Houston, Texas, and being a brown sugar bang thing, thick, tall, pretty, a vibe, I was like, right up my alley. This is my type of chick. So I was already, like I said, I was already head over heels, just like enthralled. And being that I'm older than her, it really was just like, should I be allowed to stand this hard? Is it okay? Is nobody gonna talk shit about me? I was so worried about it because I was just like, is this weird? Am I weird? You know?
Is it me? Am I the drama?
Oh, if you want to know what I'm using, I use the Zulu by Julia's Place for the blue, and I'm going into this Bellaterra mineral cosmetics for a black, just to kind of deepen my crease area. I'm not going to use a whole lot, just enough to, make things deeper. Like, I'm standing harder than some to be had on this one. I'm a fan. Okay, I'm almost a super fan, and it concerns me sometimes because I'm like, I shouldn't be like this. I'm booking on 35. Like, come on now, get it together. I'm an adult. But for some odd reason, I just get her vibe and I like it and I enjoy it. And so imagine my freaking surprise when the rest of the world was so upset at her over this recent debacle with some ashy man. I don't even want to give him the respect of saying his name because I don't think he deserves it. I'm going to say it now. This whole video is really supposed to be about Megan coming back and how I feel about it, because I feel invested and I feel just emotionally elated that her person is going to be gracing the screens again. So you can be mad about it if you want to. You can be upset. You can be bothered, because I'm not. I'm very satisfied and happy with the situation. Like I said, I was extremely shocked by the outrage when she in fact was the victim. I was more shocked that I wasn't as shocked as I should have been. Like, you see something happening and you just sit back and you go, well, of course, somehow this whole debacle would be turned on her and it would be her fault that someone assaulted her. Like, it's not like it played in my fantasy, but it played in the reality of what I know to be true. And it sucked to watch, because she went from being one of the people that everybody wanted to get to know to being someone that people were just like, she's not that great. And I'm like, just the other day, see, this is why I mind my business, because no offense, or rather full offense, people are fickle, and fans are the ficklers of all fickleness. When I say readily that I have to learn to really almost give a damn sometimes, it's because of how people take moments like these to show how much their opinion doesn't matter, because she was the victim and somehow the media, the industry, people turned around and made it to be something about a woman who sleeps with another man, Yeah, a woman who sleeps with a man who she wasn't necessarily with. And it became more of a body count conversation. And we know who spearheaded the conversation. Of course, we know who spearheaded the conversation. They do it every time because they have nothing else better to do with themselves. The part that frustrated me was the fact that a lot of women jumped on that bandwagon. I really want to understand why. I don't get why so many women were so ready to jump onto the bandwagon of talking about her the way that they did. And by talking about her the way that they did, I mean that like y'all started like really going in about like, oh, she's a hoe, she's this, she's that, all because she slept with a man that supposedly her quote unquote best friend was supposedly dating. And I say a lot of supposedlys because I don't think they were dating. I don't. I'm just gonna be honest about it. I don't think that they were dating. And the reason I don't think that they were dating is because in what pictures do I remember seeing between Mr. Leprechaun himself and the supposed best friend? I don't remember seeing them. And if you have pictures, go ahead, post them up. I feel like people just started disliking Meg when her and Nicki had that little debacle where she worked with Nicki on the song, and then supposedly everybody and their mama was like, y'all are supposed to be best friends now. You're tied to loyalty to Nicki, and that's the end of it. And it just got real stupid from there. People started being hella ignorant. And I was just like my makeup look right now. Where is this going? Where's it going? It's going somewhere, and I don't think I want to get on that ride. I don't think so. I was really confused about what the hell was going on because I didn't know that we were hating on Megan at this point. I thought that they worked together. They'd made a great song, and that was the end of the conversation. Why it became a thing of you need to show loyalty to Nicki Minaj, don't know. Don't come for my head. I'm not a Nicki stan. I'm not a Nicki fan at all, actually. Her music, sure, she's good. But if you're asking me if I'm like head over heels for Nicki in the way that I am for Meg, no, probably not. Mostly because Nicki's been around before Meg, and to be fair, I didn't really start liking the genre for women until Meg showed up. So you can say that I'm biased. I really feel like I'm not. I just feel like I just don't understand stan culture. Like I said, yes, I have a very interesting love for Meg. I think she represents Houston pretty well. Like, we're really chill and laid back. We like to have fun. We really do. And I think she kind of embodies that. And I guess that's where I'm coming from on that. I'm not very good at blending the black and the blue. It just did not come out the way that I wanted it to. And it's upsetting me and my homegirls very badly. It really is. I'm not sure how to salvage this, honestly. But I'm going to figure it out. And it's going to come out fine. It always does in the end. So I'm not going to stress too hard about it. That's that on that. But her coming back really got me excited because, like I said, I'm a huge fan. And I'm ready to just go out and have some fun with the girls. You know what I'm saying? You talk about perseverance. Because when I say that had Meg just been like, forget all y'all, I would have completely understood. I wouldn't have been mad. I wouldn't have been bothered. I would have been like, that actually makes a lot of sense. Because the way that y'all other fans treated her, you don't even deserve. You know what I'm saying? What I really wanted to talk about was the mental health conversation that this brings up. Because this woman took a break from social media to mediate herself. You can say what you want to say about drinking or whatever, because I drink too, and that's why I keep my mouth shut about that, because I know that I still drink sometimes, and that's not the conversation I'm trying to have. The conversation I am trying to have is pulling back away from situations that are toxic in order to regain yourself. Oop, oop, oop. Wow. Yeah, that part. That part. Y'all thought this was finna be a fun video. Y'all were like, ooh, we getting into it. Because it needs to be discussed. Because recently, I've had to do it for myself. And in doing it for myself, I have learned a lot about myself. Case in point, I don't like creating a harsh boundary with people that they cannot cross. Reason being, I have a lot of people-pleasing tendencies. I tend to want people to be happy with me and comfortable with me and feel like they can be around me and have fun and relax and not feel like they have to abide by a set of rules and regulations. Just chill, just vibes, no issues, all that. But recently I've had to be stern about boundaries. And one of those boundaries is no contact. It is a boundary that I myself have never really participated with, simply because to me as an adult, I never felt like it was necessary. I'm like, we're grown. We should be able to work this out. You should be able to mind, where you step and where you reside in this situation and where I do, right? But boy, human beings, you find a way to really surprise me. And by surprise me, I mean absolutely freak the fuck out of me, because I kid you not, never in my life did I expect to have to create a boundary for grown-ass adults, because you don't understand what those are. And how does this relate to Megan? She created a boundary even with her fans. This woman shut down her whole page, her whole music. She didn't post pictures. She didn't post nothing. She gave us nothing. She went off the fucking grid, and rightly so. I feel like we deserve to be ignored. Actually, you fake ass fans deserve to be ignored. I, on the other hand, feel like those of us who didn't necessarily participate in the free didn't really deserve it. But you know what? I support her because I think she did the right thing for herself. That's all I'm gonna say. And that's that on that. You know what I'm saying? Other things don't need to be discussed. She took her mental health and her feelings into consideration and said, it's me. Because truthfully, you are the only person that's going to care about you and your boundaries. Other people are going to care about what boundaries they created for themselves. So if you're sitting here worried about, I'm scared about how they're gonna feel about it, please understand. They will feel whatever way that they feel, and they will have to live with that feeling, but you have to live with the feeling that you created for yourself as well. So don't put yourself in a situation that you cannot handle. I beg of you, don't do it, because the regret that you'll feel from not holding true to the truth that you have will come back to bite you in the booty. It will. Them cheeks will be sore, hun, and you'll be mad at yourself. And then you'll feel like, why didn't I know? And why didn't I do? We don't always know why we make the decisions that we make. We make them. And we have to learn how to live with the consequences of that said action. Don't put any more work on yourself than you need to. Relax in knowing that it's okay to not be everybody's everything. And it's okay that people have to learn how to interact with you. And if that means by you putting down your foot and saying that they can't come that far, then damn it, so be it. No contact is tough. It is hard. It is very... You feel like a villain. You feel like the bad guy. You feel like you're doing something wrong. How can I feel comfortable making the decision to cut somebody off? You never do. It never feels great. It never becomes a thing where you're just like, yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to sit up here and make this person feel crappy. But fact of the matter is, sometimes you have to for yourself. And I had to learn that creating space and caring about myself is not as selfish as I've been made to feel that it is. It feels selfish. It feels like I shouldn't be able to ask for somebody to respect my boundary. It feels like I should accommodate everybody else's feelings and ignore my own because, well, I don't want to make that person feel bad, or I want people to be comfortable with me and feel like they can come talk to me. And they can if they want to. That's their prerogative. But at the end of the day, like, who's looking out for you is kind of what I had to learn. And let me tell you something. If you stick to your guns and you say, listen, this is as far as you go, People will get upset, but they will acclimate. Because here's the thing that we're doing in 2023 that we did not do before, and that is we're sticking to our guns this time. We're not moving back. We're not going to accommodate people who decide that they don't want to respect our boundaries. Because, like I said, nobody else is going to care about your mental health the way that you're going to care about your mental health. Nobody else is going to accommodate that area more than you. So you have to make the decision for yourself. I just want to let you know, I snapped on this eyeshadow look. The beginning was questionable, but this ending, it's a fairy tale. It looks good. It really does. I wasn't expecting it to turn out like this. Like, y'all saw the beginning. Y'all saw I didn't know what I was doing. I was literally like, this is finna be ugly. Don't tell me I can't do makeup, because I can. I just need to believe in myself. I just need to believe in myself, because I don't be believing it. Not when it comes to this. No. I'm learning. Hold on. Wait a minute. Am I gagging the children a little bit? Yo, I mean, the fade might not be even on both sides, but it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't matter right now. What matters is this is a slay. But why are we talking about mental and emotional health on this channel? Because it's what I'm on right now. It's because I'm in therapy. And my therapist is an awesome Black woman who has been helping me make some of the harder, more non-fun decisions. The harsh, non-fun decisions that I have been making lately. And, you know, thanks to her, I was able to learn how to not only set boundaries, but to have the uncomfortable conversation about them in the first place. Because I used to not like discuss my boundaries. I used to kind of like allow things to happen. And then when I felt like I couldn't deal with it anymore, then I would say something. So it was never where I legit was like, hey, listen, this is my boundary, don't cross it. It was more like a silent kind of like, that's a boundary that I just found out about. And yeah, so this isn't going to work. Also making the decision to walk away from some friendships and relationships and going, you know, and having the bravery to make those decisions. To those of you who do cutoffs on the regular, bruh, y'all are a whole different breed of human being. I don't understand you. See me? I be over here like, they gonna be mad. They gonna be upset. Y'all be like, forget about it. Who cares? They'll get over it. And I'm like, will they? Will they? Because my feelings are hurt. My feelings are hurt for them. I've been the outcast before. I think I said it in a previous video that like I've been that person that I wasn't cool. I thought I was. I didn't really start getting like cool until maybe high school and a little bit afterwards. Before then, child, I was square. I ain't gonna lie about it. I act like I'm a hot girl now. Y'all, please. I hung out with the unconventional, the misfits, the weirdos. Because that's where I fit in. And like being a Christian did not matter. I gotta tell y'all a story time about how one of my best friends in high school, my sophomore year, was a Satanist. That is to say, like a lot of times I don't make harsh judgments on people. I just go at it with, I just want them to like me. I just want to be friends. Like, you know, kind of like making the accommodations there. But finding out that that's not a good thing was a hard pill to swallow. Because all my life, I've been made to feel like I have to accommodate the emotions of even people who are hurting me. And I can't say anything about it. And I can't hurt them because I don't want them to feel the hurt that I feel. So I do everything in my power to make sure that that doesn't happen. But nobody tells you openly at a young age, especially in our culture, that it's okay to tell adults no. It's okay to tell people that you cannot accommodate certain things. And as a woman, you know, it always feels like I'm having to accommodate everybody else's feelings except for my own. And learning how to articulate and how to stand on that choice that I made to prioritize myself has been new. And so kind of watching this person with such a big following kind of disappear and understanding where that disappearance comes from. I mean, it was probably multiple things. It was probably hurt. It was probably feeling as if like she couldn't, you know, like y'all didn't believe her when she told you that something happened to her that was absolutely traumatic for her. And then you sit back and you go, okay, well, my bad, sorry. So where's the album? You know, you want to take things, but you didn't give grace. You didn't give mercy when she needed it. You decided she was guilty upon very dumb reasonings, actually. Some very stupid thought processes behind how y'all treated this woman based upon this man. Once again, I don't like, child, I was about to say Terry Crews. What is this boy's name? The Lord said he don't even want me to remember. He tossed it into the sea of forgetfulness because I don't remember this man's name. It starts with a T. Oh, Lord, the fans gonna eat this up. His fans, anyway. He still has them, right? Fans? I don't listen to his music, never have, never will. And people were saying, oh, he's actually really good. He's really talented. Okay. Y'all also said Kanye West was talented, and look where that got you. But anyway, let me stop because I know where my mouth can go, and I'm not about to sit here and do that. Not today. Not today. Yeah, when y'all turned on her, I was just like, for him? And he was acting like he was more famous than her, and I was like, when? Where? Y'all be lying to yourselves. Out here perpetrating the whole frauds, talking about, yeah, I'm better than you, I'm bigger than you. I was like, well, when? When did you get bigger than her? When? Because I've been here the whole time. Number one, nobody introduced me to you at all. Nobody even thought it was worth my time to know about, like I said, his name is gone. It's out of my mouth now. The Lord said to let it go, because in the grand scheme of things, this man does not matter. Honestly, this is a health check. These are just our health checks. You know, getting checked on, are you managing your mental and emotional health? Why is it important to do so? And seeing how she came back, I mean, the edges were edging, the look was flawless. Like her on that red carpet, it was just amazing. It was amazing. She looked great. Her hair looked great. Her outfit was stunning. Amazingly enough, it was Law Roach who clothed her. Not saying it was amazingly enough that he was the person who clothed her, because Law Roach knows how to do fashion. Not long after that, Law quit the industry. Y'all just running everybody out. Like, what is going on? What is going on? Like, he was just like, listen, for the sake of my mental health. I was like, they got you too? Dang. He just bounced. He said, listen, I've been in this industry a long time and it ain't worth it. I was flabbergasted because I never thought that I would hear Law Roach remove himself from the industry. He loves fashion. So for him to decide that he no longer wanted to participate in something that he's been loving for years was almost jarring in a way, but also kind of neat. It's like, I believe that artists are starting to understand that the corporate capitalist idea of exploitation is not worth it, even financially. Because if you remember, back in the day, baby, we was about running bags and that was it, and everything else really took a back burner to that idea. But now it's like, I feel like artists and people are starting to recognize, like, no matter how much money you have, no matter how much notoriety you have, you know, it does, in the end, these people will straight up run you ragged for a check that you feel like you finna get, and in actuality, you're like selling your whole life away. You know, killing yourself emotionally, mentally, all behind a bag that could or could not come. So I commend him. I wish him So much luck on his next endeavors. He's made a mark in the industry that will never be ignored. He is the La Roche, you know? You can't take that away from him no matter what you do. And if you try, wow, what a sad person you are. He just did what he loved to do and he happened to be good at it. But anyway, that's another person who took a break for their mental health. I think we're starting to get it. I think it's starting to make more sense to people that mental health isn't just for the books. It's not just for the people who are depressed all the time, or just for the people who are going through a momentary hard time, or it's not just for people who are like, man, I want to end it all. It's for the regulars. It's for the us's. It's for everyone, and it's important. And the more that we demand our self-respect being respected, the more it's going to become something that's going to be a conversation piece. Because it's going to end relationships that you thought that you were going to have for years. It's going to end friendships that you thought were going to be unbreakable. Marriages are going to be tested by this, because people are starting to realize, oh, I'm killing myself. I'm inadvertently, by neglecting myself with this much sacrifice that has virtually no sustainability, because a lot of these things that we do, they last for a time because they're protective measures. They weren't meant for you to always be in that state of trauma. And the thing about it is, when you go through things like that, you continuously put yourself through more and more moments of just emotional damage, trying your best to be the nice, accommodating person, the nice, sweet person. And the whole while, it seems romantic at first. You're like, oh yeah, I'm so sacrificing. I'm so kind. I'm so this, I'm so that. But it's not sustainable. You won't last a long time doing all that. You just won't. And that was a hard pill for me to swallow, because I'm like, I can last through anything, until, it became a requirement that I had to. And I was like, hold on, wait a minute. You taking my life force. Like, that's the crazy thing about it. You don't even know that some people in your life are quite literally siphoning life from you. And to be fair, I don't think they know. I don't think anybody really knows until they really examine it. And the only reason I know is because I felt it, and I was like, I'm literally drained. And there was a moment I can't function properly in this environment. I can't do anything. And I had to finally make the decision to remove myself completely. And I will say that is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, because I've done it to people who were offensive to me and mean to me and rude to me, but to do it to someone who's not necessarily one of those categories, and then you have, excuse me? You mean I have to, they didn't lie on me. They didn't make me feel bad about myself. You think you can handle it because they didn't do all the stuff you're used to quantifying as toxic, but they are. And your body will definitely tell you sometimes. And sometimes, yes, you have fight or flight responses and emotional responses. I'm not saying to shut off everybody. I'm just saying when it becomes a detriment to your person, and until you can handle it, because sometimes it just might be, you just need to learn how to create those boundaries with that particular individual, and you haven't learned that yet. And so you end up taking on way more than you can handle in lieu of trying to help them. And now look at you, down on your luck. Like I said, you could possibly return to those friendships. It's not, especially ones that are not super abusive or whatever, but it is a form of abuse if you're being hurt. So just take it for what it is. It is. Maybe you can return when you're stronger, but now might not be that time. It might not be the moment for you to try and be a hero. It might mean that you really, really need to focus in on you and what you need to do for yourself, you know? And it sucks because you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be harsh. You don't want to be cruel. You want to be nice. You want to be friendly. You want to be all of those wonderful things that, you know, you're capable of and that you're known for, but you can't because it's literally taking the absolute everything out of you to get back to yourself. Like I said, I know what I'm talking about. So that's why I stand Megan taking herself seriously, taking her mental health seriously. La Roche did the same thing in removing himself from an industry that he feels is actually worsening for him. He thought he could handle it all, and he can't. And he's realizing that, and that is a beautiful thing because we all need to come to a point where we recognize and realize that we are not superheroes. We are a regular, smegular, everyday type person. Like Meg say, bad girls have bad days too. You can still be a boss ass bitch and need to take a break. You can still be a boss ass chick and still need to have a moment of just, I need to get away, you know? That doesn't take your badassness away from you. I don't think it does. Anyway, you're good in my book, kid. Do what you need to do. Prioritize yourself. Take that moment. Get in there and do the work that you have been ignoring all this time. It'd be rough out here. You know what I'm saying? And we be trying to make it, bruh. We just trying to make it. We just trying, you know? So I get it. So, you know. But like I said, seek your health professional if you need professional help. Do not come over here expecting professional help. I'm just talking about it and hopefully encouraging you to do what you need to do for yourself that you have been ignoring. But I am not a mental health professional. No. That is not my job. That is not what I do. I am, like I said, a regular, smegular, degular girl. I work a 9 to 5. I happen to have a YouTube channel. I have great friends, you know, and I'm trying to be a great friend to those of you on my channel who are here with me on this journey of self-care and self-love. If you need a therapist, I can put information at the bottom of where you can go and even some cost-effective ones. That's all I wanted to talk about. I'm practically done with my face at this point. I just need to put on finishing spray, lip, and we're done. And take this off, of course. We're gonna see what mess is coming along here. Y'all gonna be like, she changes her wigs every other day. I do and will. And I mean, I don't think I'm hurting anybody in that decision other than me. My poor hair. I need to find a stylist in the Houston area that can handle my hair. Anybody know anybody? Any good people? Like, cause I need to get my actual hair taken care of and somebody who can actually lay these wigs, cause the struggle be real. Y'all be looking cute on this app, but I'll tell you 100% the truth. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Went in with my setting spray. All the stuff that I use is gonna be, detailed down below. If you guys really do want to have access to some information about therapy, mental health stuff, questionnaires, videos, things like that, put it in the comments below. Let me know what you guys want to see more of. I'm gonna take this off and we're just gonna see if we are blessed. Kind of. We were kind of blessed. It didn't come out bad. It didn't come out great either. But it came out enough. Okay. I'm done now. I'm done bothering you on Beyonce's internet. So this is the final look. We are done. We look cute. We look adorable. We look sweet. We look ready to go have fun. And I am. So I'm gonna go chill, relax, probably do some anime, maybe play some games a little bit later. But for now, till next time, ladies, keep your mental health in check. Keep your heart in check. Keep God first. And I will see you next time. Bye.